So I try to keep politics off the channel as much as I can. I'm a very liberal guy. I'm a very progressive guy. I'm into politics. I'm into social justice, but I get that most people come here to hear about video games and play games and hang out. And I love that. And I know that not everyone is going to agree with me. Not everyone has to agree with me for us to be pals. I get all of that. I had a video up earlier tonight about the Star Wars pronoun thing. Very quickly, a recap is Mitch Dyer, who used to work at IGN, was one of the writers of the new Star Wars Squadron, which is a great fucking game, by the way. And in the story, which is a minimalist story compared to like, you know, an RPG or, you know, Jedi Fallen Order, if you read a text blurb about one of the fighter pilots, it turns out that fighter pilot is male and is married to a man, so he's gay. And another fighter pilot on the rebel side is, it sounds like gender neutral. They go by they, them, not he, she pronouns. And I, you know, my dander was up. I don't know what that is, but you know what I'm saying? My hackles were up. I was pissed off, really pissed off, because I had watched this YouTube guy talk about it on a live video earlier today. And him and his audience were just some of the meanest, cruelest, heartless people that I've seen in a while on the internet. This wasn't some random dude on a comment board. This is a guy with his name and his face out there with a live video chat, live stream. And I'm just sitting there going, how do you have so much hate in you? And I'm a guy, some of you guys know, I mean, I have LGBT folks across my family back in the South, in California, gay folks, lesbian folks, trans folks, the whole alphabet. And so when I hear things like that, when I hear such cruelty towards people who have for so long been marginalized at best, at worst murdered for who they are, when I hear people who aren't educated on what it means for someone to be a trans person. You know, I mean, I have sat in doctor's appointments with family members. I have sat in therapy appointments with family members. I assure you, whatever you think you know, unless you've traveled this road with a loved one or with yourself, I'm sorry, you just don't really know what you're talking about, you know? And you can have an opinion, and I respect that, but it's not based on anything other than your own prejudices. And so, or some badly researched science that you're going to like, oh, here's a link. It doesn't matter. It ultimately doesn't matter, because ultimately these are humans. These are your fellow humans you share the planet with, and you're making people feel like shit. You're making people feel, I mean, I was just watching this fucking video tonight and I was imagining, you know, what if you were a trans kid or a gay kid and you had stumbled across this stream because it, you know, was like, oh, we're going to talk about Star Wars. Cool. I like Star Wars. And you've just got all these strangers on the internet basically telling you that you are broken and worthless and you are anything but. And so I got upset. I got angry. I made a video, and I probably shouldn't have posted it because, I mean, nothing was wrong with it. It was just very angry. And I don't want this to be a channel of politics. I don't want this to be a channel of division. Obviously, I'm going to fucking stand up for people when people are being dicks, but you know, that's not what I'm trying to do here. That's not what the community's trying to do here. So I did take it down. And so that's partially why I'm doing this video, to explain where it went, but also to kind of have a more measured, calm explanation for the fact that, I guess the biggest takeaway, look, I think, straight white men, gay white men, black women, trans people, asexual people, the whole hee-haw gang gets to play. That's how I look at it. We're all here. No one's any better, any worse than anyone else because of, you know, how they were born and what they're into, either as a gender identity or as people they like to have sex with. And those are two very different things, by the way, which a lot of people don't even get that. So what bothered me mostly, briefly, is in Star Wars, it's almost like a lot of these, it's like, it's not going to be good enough for some of these people until everybody is pushed out except people who look and feel and act like them. Are you Caucasian? Are you male? Are you straight? Then you get to play. You get a spotlight. Are you gay? You can be the funny, wacky neighbor across the hall, but you don't get to be the star, right? Because, and the reason I'm saying this is, in this Star Wars game, literally, the gay guy is given a text blurb. The only way you would know this guy is gay is if you read a little blurb of text in the bio of the, it's not even in the story, it's just like in a bio screen. The only way you would know that another character is gender neutral is the fact that I guess they call him they, them in certain cutscenes. That's it. And yet you've got a number of people saying that's a bridge too far. This is social justice warrior. This is propaganda. This is EA shoving something down my throat. They're basically building some characters that are a little different than you and I. Why is this a problem? I don't know. I don't understand it. It was cruel. I'm not going to convince you. If you feel, look, my honest take is I think if you honestly think about these people in a negative way because of the gender they associate with, the sexuality they are, and you think less for them, about them, we can be pals. You can come to the channel. We won't talk politics, but I will forever not only think you're wrong, I will think, at least if you act like these people on the internet did, you're not welcome because you're cruel and you're an asshole. But if you just don't agree with me, we can disagree. It's okay to disagree. And I don't think I made that distinction. So anyway, this is a long video, but I didn't want to take the video down and not express the message. So I figured I would redo the message in a more measured way so people were able to hear it and understand my position and realize that most of this channel, even though this is tangentially related to video games, most of this channel really is about games, game design, the game business, hanging out and playing games together. I won't do a lot of politics here, but this is important. These are people who are being made to feel shitty all the time, and it was important for me to say something, but I wanted to have another shot at it. So I hope you're well. I'll see you this week on Gabbin' and Games, bunch of games all week long. See ya.